This is Mr. and what I have for you today is update progress or progress update, whatever, on my Town Hall 11 journey. Day 151, day 7 of the wall grind. Let's go to the upgrade base and just have a quick look at what's going on. There's not much to see that's different. However, there is a little bit. Let's have a look at the active base as all the troops go. Now, as far as weapons and everything else goes, last update everything was maxed. So you can see the slight configuration of the walls here. We'll probably switch back because with the wall upgrade being all kind of random at the moment, then that's not very helpful in terms of visually seeing, yes, there's a difference to what's going on in the base. So let's just go back. As you can see, everything has been fully upgraded. I've got 5 builders left and I've only got 179 walls to go. But let's go back to the other base so you can see how the walls are going that way. So I think what we'll do from now is we'll stick with this active village base so you can see my line of walls, how the line is progressing. So at the moment what I'm doing is I'm circling this center, and then once I've circled the center, I think I'll just concentrate on the little set of walls around the town hall before I continue on with the circumference of the base. Now, as you did just see, I've got 179 wall pieces to go. Another couple of raids, I probably could have done an extra wall piece, taking that to 178, but I think we started last week, I had 199. So in the last 6.5 days, let's say, or since the last video that I shot, I've done 20 wall pieces. Now I've just found out some good news and some kind of not kind of good news, and that is we are having a price reduction on some things, and let's have a look at that. We're going to have a look at look, as I look at this and it's like, that's all nice. I'm at max Town Hall 11, so all of these prices are kind of worthless to me now. Oh, except the Giant at Town Hall 12. Everything else is a reduction going up to Town Hall 10. So no reductions for Town Hall 11s at the moment, or going max. I'm already max, so going into Town Hall 12 is just going to cost me mega regardless. As far as the heroes go, once you've maxed them out at Town Hall 10, forget about it. There's no incentive, there's no reduction of price for you. And now, as the only thing that's benefiting me at the moment now is the reduction in wall cost. So currently I'm spending $4 million to upgrade a wall from 11 to 12, and now I will be spending $3 million. Now do pay attention here to the jump in price from your level 11 wall to your level 12. It's a 2 million price hike. It was a 2 million price hike before, but it's still a 2 million price hike now. But at 3 million instead of the 4, with a gold pass discount of 20% off that, that'll take it down to 2.4 million. So I'll be able to do let's see, 8 wall pieces, say 8-9 wall pieces at the end of a season, or I'll be able to do 8 wall pieces at the end of the season full price and 10 at a discount, but I won't be able to have the 20% discount at the start of the season. So at the end of each season, 8 wall pieces from gold, 8 million from elixir is going to give me 16 pieces straight off the bat, plus maybe another 6 pieces or more throughout the season. I'm kind of guessing, depending on how much loot I get. Let's have a look, see the loot for the season. What was it? I think it might not be, might have already got it all for the gold, and claimed 3 million. Okay, so it's going to give me 1 wall piece. So 1 wall piece just from the gold pass itself. So that's not so bad. Okay, so call that 2 wall pieces. So I'll be getting 18 wall pieces just from the gold pass, and that doesn't include anything else I throw into it. So that's in a season. But at the moment I've done I've done 20 wall pieces in the week. Okay, now if I keep that up, I'm looking at another 9 weeks, so 10 weeks of walls. However, there's a price reduction, which means I'll be able to do far more walls for the same amount of loot that I would have gotten. So previously, at roughly 3 million a piece, 9 million will give me 3 walls, whereas previously at full price it would have required 4 million, 12 million. Now 12 million will give me 4 walls as opposed to 3 previously. So for the same amount of loot, I'll be able to get more walls done. So that's pretty well it. So at the moment, in this last week, what I've done is 20 walls. Hopefully I'll get more than 20 done before. I was trying to calculate what if I did 2 a day. That was the old prices. So I've only just seen the new prices, so I haven't been able to do the calculations on the new prices. But with the old prices at say 3 to 4 million a wall, I was calculating what I get at the end of the gold pass, which was the 25 million gold and 25 million elixir, how many wall pieces I get done from that, and so on and so forth, how many I get done from the daily 5-star challenges, trying to just extrapolate that out over the course of say a month, taking that away from the total and then saying, okay, this is what I've got left. How many do I have to do? Or if I do 2 a day, that will give me 14 a week. If I do 3 a day, it'll give me 21 a week. If I do 4 a day, it will give me 28 a week. But I've got 179, or call it 180 to go. So another way to look at that was if I did the 180 in 60 days. So if I did 180 in 60 days, that's 2 months of walls, I have to do 3 a day. So just extrapolating it that way, if I wanted to try and do it in 30 days, I'd have to do 6 walls a day. If I wanted to do it in 45 days, so on and so forth, just playing around with it that way. So I'm looking at less than 2 months to finish the walls. That's pretty well what I think will happen. It'll be less than 2 months to finish the walls, which will mean day 151. If we add another 60 onto it, I'm hoping not, but we're looking at just a tad over 200 days to max out the Town Hall 11 from day 1 to fully maxed, including walls. However, I want to get that below that 200-day mark, because I think 200 days is really a little bit too long. If Supercell lowered the prices of the Town Hall 11, 12 and 13 items, obviously then people can get into that end game much quicker. And of course my logic has always been, I'm glad when I reach the end of a Town Hall level, especially at Town Hall 9, which is why I became a Town Hall 9 lifer, because finally I can actually play the game as Town Hall 9 is meant to be played, instead of always being perpetually weak. Being perpetually weak meaning as soon as you've maxed Town Hall 9, you're a strong Town Hall 9, now you can play as a Town Hall 9 is meant to play, you instantly go and become a weak Town Hall 10. And then you struggle all the way through Town Hall 10. As soon as you become a max Town Hall 10, and you can play exactly as a max Town Hall 10 as a Town Hall 10 is meant to play, you go and become a weak Town Hall 11. Now unfortunately, by adding the Town Hall 13, I'm now trying to play catch up with 3 bases at the same time. Well, I've got 4 Town Hall 11s that I need to get up to Town Hall 12 and then take through. But anyway, that's another story. So 20 wall pieces have been done this week. So we'll keep a tally. Maybe I'll put something up on the screen. Week 1, 20 wall pieces. Week 2, 21 or 22 wall pieces. I think we'll do that so you get to see each week how many I've done from previous. Anyway, that's all I've got for this video. All that's left to say is thanks for watching.